Hey, what's going on, people? Q here. Welcome back to Tech Rant. And today I'm basically going to be talking about if Samsung has finally fixed the lag issues that they used to have from back in the day. Stay tuned and I'll explain more. Let's talk about it a little bit. All right, everybody. Before we get started, a lot of these videos are coming out back to back. And the main reason for that is I have a new setup, okay? You guys know about the laptop setup. Let me go ahead and let that back a little bit. You guys know about the laptop setup, but I now finally have a headset situation that seems to be working. So hopefully the camera and the audio and the video is up to par. This is way better than my old setup, and yeah, it's a little more work, but I want to bring people better quality. I'm really trying to get into this thing a little bit more. More than likely, I probably will end up starting over in the future, but it is what it is. But um, that's a whole other story for another day. But hopefully, the audio and the video is to everybody's liking. But especially since you can hear me because I'm not doing anything that requires for you to see me. But I know a lot of people want, for me to be more on camera. So here we are. So hopefully everything is perfect. The audio I know sounds good to me, but you guys, definitely you feel free to leave your comments and what you guys think down below. But anyway, so as the video, as I said, so Samsung. They have a history of making wonderful devices. Not gonna lie, I have the Note 9 right here. Wonderful device, love it to death. And sorry, checking something. And honestly, they make wonderful devices. They always try to come out with features that people want. They try their best to listen to customers. Like from the Note 8 and the S8, they had the fingerprint sensor next to the camera lens. I think that was a stupid placement. So with the Note 8, I mean with the Note 9 and S9, they fixed it and put the fingerprint sensor on the back, which is an easier place to reach it. And I'm glad that they did that. But you take a look at Samsung devices in the past with the TouchWiz whole experience, they pretty much had it was lacking. I remember I had the Galaxy S5, and it was a good device upon first use, but as time went on, it got so laggy to the point where it was almost unusable. So I just don't know. And a lot of people say, like with the S8 and the Note 8, they were wonderful devices to begin with, but they started lagging as time progressed. Now, um, you take a look at that was TouchWiz, and that was kind of the earlier stages when you get into the S8. That was earlier stages of Samsung experience. Now with the Note 9, and I'm hearing a lot of people say this about the S9 as well. But the Note 9, I've noticed, from past experience with Samsung devices, I've used this device quite heavily and quite extensively, and I have not had any hiccups. I have not had any slowdowns whatsoever. This device has been chugging along, in every which way. Like, honestly, this is the fastest phone that I have besides my Essential phone. The Essential phone is very fast, and it's actually sometimes a little more fluent because of the stock Android. But Samsung does not incorporate a light skin into their devices. Okay, we all know this. That Samsung experience is very heavy. Now, I'm not quite sure how One UI is going to be. I'm not a beta tester because, one, this is a T-Mobile variant, and two, I've never really been in the beta testing like that. But the Samsung experience it's not a light skin. It's a very heavy skin, but honestly, they really improved it. Kind of like Huawei did with their EMUI. They really improved that. It was very heavy. It used to be so buggy, but they really improved it, and now it's a pleasure to use. Samsung Experience, it's been working fine. Like I said, it's not heavy. I mean, it's not light by any means necessary. It's very heavy skin, but everything I throw out this phone, and I've used it quite heavily. I've tried on purpose. I wanted to get this phone to lag, and I've said this in my full review. It's just been amazing. No overheating, no restarts. It's just boom. Everything I throw at it, it works the way you would want it to work. I mean, and this is 6 gigs of RAM right here. They have an 8 gig of RAM model, and I'm pretty sure that one is probably going to be flawless. It's probably going to be more flawless. This right here is flawless. It suffices me. It gets everything done the way I want to. At an 8 gig of RAM, you're probably not. You're going to be like, wow. I don't know how much 2 extra gigs of RAM would make it. How much of a difference it'll make. But I'm just, if I had to guess, but this is right here, like I said, 6 gigs of RAM, and it's doing me just fine. So, like I said, with the S5, I did kind of play around with the S6 a little bit, but with the S5, it did not take that long for it to start lagging. It was good for probably about 3 weeks, probably almost a month and a half, I'd say at the most, and it just started lagging. I mean, and the S5 was a great device. I know a lot of people complained about it, fingerprint sensor not being accurate and all that other stuff. Me personally, I never had any issues with it. My fingerprint sensor worked fine. Of course, it had a great camera. It was just a great phone. It was something new. It was a lot. It was innovative. And they had a lot. It had a lot of gimmicks and things of that nature. But I mean, it was a good phone. But it just the TouchWiz experience or the TouchWiz or whatever, it was just horrible. And like I said, even with the S6, I don't know what Samsung was doing. They were making great products, but they were just lacking somewhere in the software department. And I understand that, I mean, honestly, in a way, it would be nice if companies converted over and just use regular stock Android or just use Android, like became part of the Android One program, that way people can get updates. But I mean, it's anyway, I do see the need, I kind of like the Samsung experience, especially now that it got the lag out of it. I really do like it. It's a little more enhanced, especially for me needing the accessibility features. I mean, it has a lot of good features. I'm not going to sit here and knock it for that. But I mean, it was so heavy that it just caused a lot of lag that just could not be explained. So I don't know. I'm just lost for words, but I think that Samsung has finally cracked it. I don't want to jinx anything. I don't want to jinx anything by any means necessary, but I think they finally have cracked it to the point where it's usable. It's definitely not going to lag after a while. If you go back and you watch a couple other people videos on like the S9, 9 months later, maybe 9 months later, they said, no, it's not lagging. It has not started lagging. It works. And that's amazing because, like I said, Samsung has a history of phones lagging and slowing down. I mean, plus they did get caught slowing down phones. So I don't know, maybe that's because they got caught. Maybe they decided to stop doing that. But I just don't know. You pay all this money for a phone. The Note 9, take a look at it. It's $1,000 full retail price starting. Goes up to $1,250 for the highest configuration. And I mean, honestly, you don't want to buy the phone then a month later, 2 months later, it's lagging. I mean, if you pay that much for a phone cash, you're expecting it to give you at least 2 to 4 years, maybe 2 years minimum of excellent performance. But, Samsung, they had a lot of issues and they did not, you know, keep in mind with that model. So I don't know what the problem was. I think they seem to have kind of fixed it. Like I said, don't want to jinx anything, but this Note 9 has been phenomenal. And, we just got to see what goes on. And I say this every time I talk about the Note 9. I still hate the price. I still hate it. I really do. But I'm not going to knock the phone for being a wonderful phone. And Samsung, if you have finally fixed the lag issue, hopefully you get all your bugs worked out in one UI because now you're trying to use a new skin. Please don't give us no, don't please don't resurface problems that have been squashed. Please don't. I'll be very sad if I get one UI when Pi comes out for this phone and it becomes laggy and I'm gonna cry. I'm really gonna cry. I'm just being honest. So we'll see. I have faith in Samsung. They have a reputation they have to maintain. Um, Especially because of the battery capacity. The battery fantastic catastrophe, whatever you want to call it. They were under a lot of fire with the Note 7, no pun intended, and they've got to regain people's trust. So we got to see. We just got to see. So yeah, guys. Samsung, I think they finally fixed the lag factor on their phones. We'll see. I'll definitely keep you guys updated. If I notice this phone starts to lag, best believe I will come up here and make a video. No questions about it. So, All right, guys, if this is helpful, informative, entertaining in any way, leave a like on the video. Comment down below what you guys think. Do you have the S9? It's too late to talk about the Note. It's too early to talk about the Note 9 because it's still kind of hype factor, whatever. But if you have the S9, let me know what you guys think. Or if you have the S8, whatever, let me know about your Galaxy phone that you got. If you got one, how is it working out for you? Is it lagging? Is it still holding up? Let me know what you guys think. Definitely be questions, comments, and concerns. Subscribe if you enjoy the content. Tell your friends. Share all the other good stuff. And I will catch y'all on the next one.